Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Pink and May. Today we're working on the newest release, Life is a Circus. We are creating an awesome blended background using some previous Pink and May stamps and the newest release, Life is a Circus. Stay tuned for this tutorial. For this project, we're going to be using the Life is a Circus. We have pre-stamped and colored the cute little elephant on the ball. We have die cut him with the coordinating die. Of course, these are hot pink. And like I said, this is ready to be colored and ready to go. Then we're also going to be using the pattern maker. We're going to be using one of the thinner solid stamps. And then we are using the stitched rectangles too. We're using the largest of the stitched dies. You're going to be needing some distress oxides and antique linen and fire brick, and of course some red ink. Let's get started. We are going to begin by blending some of the fired brick distress oxide onto a pre-cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cardstock. This is just regular red cardstock from my local craft store. We're going to blend the edges with the distress oxide and then come in with some water and splashing it just to give it a little bit of a halo effect and set to dry. Then we're going to die cut with our stitch rectangles to a piece of white cardstock, and using the antique linen distress oxide, we're going to blend from the edges into the card. We are not going to blend the center of the card, just bring the color towards the center to leave a focus panel. For the purpose of this video, I am going to speed up the blending. Then we are going to add some water again to the edges, and I found it was easier to flicker with the finger than trying to just shake with one hand, if that makes any sense. We're going to speed up the drying process with our heat embossing gun. Once that is done, we are going to begin the stripes using the pattern maker. This is the solid thinner line from the stamp set. We're going to be using the Rockin' Red, which is just a red ink, and we're going to be using the bottom part of those lines to measure those up because we wanted to have a ray effect, just like the circus. We're going to create a V and then continue on each side trying to add those rays. Again, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to speed up, but you get the point. We're going to be using the Misty. You could use an acrylic block. I didn't have the large acrylic block for it, so I did what I could. Then we're going to be using some strong adhesive to place the blended panel over the red. Now we're going to move on to our little critter. We're going to be using the sentiment, Life is a Circus, enjoy the show, but I wanted a curved sentiment, so I actually was able to curve the sentiment on my acrylic block and stamp it on regular white cardstock. Then I'm going to cut a little ribbons on the edge and follow the curve of the stamp. Once that is done, using our antique linen again, I'm going to blend it to just really make it look like an old piece of paper. And there, it's ready to go. We're going to be using the little elephant on the ball that I have pre-colored with color pencils and placed with foam adhesive, and the same thing for the sentiment. And then we're going to sprinkle some sequins, and this is ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me today on the blended backgrounds using the Life is a Circus. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a sweet comment below. Thanks so much.